Well, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to our video of planets through ascendant. And today we're going to be doing our video of Sun in the 7th house for Sagittarius ascendant people. And what happens when Sun is in the 7th house in the sign of Gemini, while it's ruling the 9th house with the sign of Leo, which is different from my series that I've done of planets through signs separately and then planets through houses separately, because now we're going to combine all of it together. And yes, I'm shooting from my office here because of the fact my camera is packed in my car, because tomorrow I have to go to New York for some business, and this is related to astrology. You guys will find out maybe on Monday, maybe on Sunday night. Okay, I just don't want to say something here. I'm meeting a very, very profound, very interesting astrologer over the weekend. I'll try to get an interview with him, but he's such a busy man. Maybe a 10-minute interview will be good enough. So I'll try to do that. So that's why I'm like, ready to pack and ready to go. So Sun in the 7th house for Sagittarius ascendant people. Well, first of all, the relationship that you will see here is that the 9th lord is in the 7th house, which is Sun. And 9th house represents what? 9th house represents higher knowledge, PhD, postgrad education, law, represents long distance travel, long distance trips, teachers, preachers, counselor, advisors, father, religion, philosophy. It represents actually 40 other things that I can say, and actually I'm planning to make a video where I'm going to show you at least 60 to 70 meaning of a house and show you what and when and how that particular meaning of the house will come about. But 7th house represents marriage, relationship, business, mass fame, represents foreign travels, represents grandmother, like maternal grandmother, represents vacation homes. Okay. So here what we see is that, first of all, this Sun shows that one may get married late in life. That's because of the fact Sun is a very hot planet. Being in the 7th house, wherever its Sun sits, it always burns the significance of those houses. But the best thing to remember about the Kendra houses, 1, 4, 7, and 10, whenever Sun is in Kendra, it's like turning the gas a little bit higher. Like, you're trying to cook the food quicker. And so now you want to cook it fast, so you turn the knob on a little bit more. So anytime you see Sun in Kendra, this is why that quadrant house becomes very strong for the Sun. So this is why that 7th house, being that quadrant house, becomes that high heat for the Sun. So this is why one gets into a lot of ego battles, especially communicative battles with their relationship, with their partner. There's no sense of way to like control the ego, because the ego, when it gets hurt, it either you feel down or you defend that ego, right? That's the human nature, at least in this era. And so what happens is this person will communicate a lot, and you will, through communication, you will try to show the other person that, look, I know more than you. So this is why it shows that. Then this also shows that one will be very good in either fields of law, management, communication, statistics, logic. It also denotes to having children late in life. Because again, the logic being that if the marriage is happening late, then children will happen late. Although nowadays, it doesn't really matter. But still, Sun has a significance in the 7th house in this particular position that will give children late in life. Then You will also notice that you will always seek advice of your father regarding your marriage, regarding your relationship. So anytime, something goes wrong, anytime things are not working out, you'll call your father. Like, hey, what do you think? And then the thing is, father will naturally be involved in your relationship, in your marriage. Why? Because ninth house is father. Ninth Lord is coming in the seventh house. So father is coming into the marriage and being involved. This also shows a guru. A guru might introduce you to your spouse, especially depending upon how Venus is placed. Let's say Venus is in the ninth house. Let's say in this situation, Venus is in Leo in the ninth house. Ninth Lord Sun is in the seventh house. This can show you will meet your spouse by introduction of a guru, a teacher, or maybe a father at a religious or spiritual ceremony. This also shows us that a person is naturally born to do business. Naturally, you're gravitating towards business. You love doing business, you love negotiating, you love communicating, because the thing is, the reason why this becomes a good position for business, because Sun is a very dominating planet. It's the king. You're putting king into the seventh house, the marketplace, where the Sun is debilitated, right? Sun loses its power in the seventh house. But the thing is, that's where this person does well, because now they are purposely putting their power onto partnerships, relationship, and negotiation. So usually these people win in negotiations because of the fact Sun is in the friendly sign of Gemini. Gemini is what? Communication, salesmanship. Ninth house represents higher, like Sagittarius. It's all about higher communication, philosophical communication. You don't want to talk to a guru about the stock market and how much you sold, how many real estate clients you had. You do that in Gemini. You do that with your friends. Gemini is all about salesmanship and marketing, advertisement. So that energy is in the seventh house. And now you got Sun, the dominating figure, in the seventh house. So you're going to be very good, very powerful when it comes to dealing with advertisement, dealing with marketing and selling yourself. And naturally, you have the Lord of the Luck. Ninth house is luck and prosperity. Lord of the Luck in the seventh house. So, these people make great businessmen. Shows that the father might be a business person himself, or father might be an advocate, a lawyer, somebody who communicates and negotiates things. But overall, a very good placement. The only thing is, it's always advisable to get married a little late in life. And naturally shows these people have multiple relationships in their life. Multiple. Why? Because Gemini is dual sign. 1, 2, dual. And Gemini actually represents many. So they'll have many romantic and relationship encounters, before they get married. Okay. So guys, this was my analysis of Sun in the seventh house for Sagittarius Sun people. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you don't know where your Sun is placed, all my books, reports, consultations, for that, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you on Monday evening. That's when I'll return. Thank you.